Ladies and gentlemen, Her Excellency Ms. Renee Deschamps, Deputy Ambassador of Australia to Vietnam, Professor Pascal Quester, Vice Chancellor and President of Swinburne University of Technology, Dr. David Hoang, Director of Swinburne Vietnam, distinguished guests, faculty and staff member, parents, and our beloved Swinburne graduates. I'll admit, standing here today feels surreal. I've given plenty of speeches before, but this is probably the first one where I won't check my grades on Canvas afterwards. So it should be no pressure, right? So now graduates, if you don't know me yet, my name is Phạm Châu Giang. We went to university together. Through COVID-19, sleepless nights, countless deadlines, and maybe a few nervous breakdowns here and there, we've made it. So, before we go any further, let's give ourselves a big round of applause. Three years ago, if you told me that I'd be standing right here today as valedictorian, I would have laughed and called you delusional. Back then, all I wanted was to survive group assignments without losing all my friends. Yet, here I am, still standing, with 13 Best Performance Awards, a research paper, leadership roles, and so much more memories than I could ever imagine. My story actually began with a twist. As I grew up in Australia, I always imagined myself going back there for my university. But I guess COVID-19 had other plans for me, leading me to Swinburne Vietnam. At first, I felt lost. I was quiet and unsure if I could ever fit into such a vibrant and active environment. But ironically, I never really liked the traditional way of studying either. So maybe that was the rebellious side of me waiting to come out. And Swinburne here gave me the exact chance to do just that. Swinburne here let me be real with myself and come out of my cocoon. Here, I met lecturers who believed in me before I even believed in myself. And I met amazing friends who encouraged me to do crazy things that I never imagined I would have done before. Slowly, I started stepping out of my comfort zone. I stopped waiting for the perfect moment, and I just started. So I interned at VPS Securities. Let's see. All right, here we go. I worked on consulting projects for FPT Send-Off Farm and competed in many academic competitions here that tested both my brain and caffeine tolerance. Through it all, I found my passion for management consulting. But more importantly, I found me. And I want to be clear, I'm not sharing all of this just to show off my achievements, but to say that you can do anything if someone believes in you. I used to be that quiet kid standing at the back of the room, unsure if I belonged, but I'm standing here today because somebody believed in me. And I'm standing here today to say that I believe in all of you. And that is what Swinburne has taught us, that giving yourself a chance to start is already a form of winning. Every time you start, you may learn, you may grow, you might even fail, but you will always discover something new. Swinburne has also taught me courage, the courage to lead, the courage to step into uncertainty. As president of Swinburne Event Club, I organized large-scale events like Halloween and even became an MC, which is very funny because once upon a time I was deathly afraid of public speaking. Yet here I am today. I can talk to all of you. So to anyone here who still doubts themselves, take it from me. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to fail, because failure doesn't mean you're losing. Failure means you're learning, you're growing, and you're taking one step closer to doing what you love. And of course, none of this was my solo journey. To my family, I would like to thank you for being my foundation, for giving me the confidence to try and the confidence to also fail. To the Swinburne staff, thank you for working tirelessly to make this day possible for all of us. To my lecturers, Associate Professor Trần Thị Bích Hạnh, who encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone. Dr. Vũ Văn Thịnh, who not only guided me in my study, my research, but also my mindset. Dr. Nguyễn Thị Thanh Mai, whose patience really changed how I approached learning. Ms. Vũ Diệu Thúy and Mr. Nguyễn Toàn Thịnh, who stood by us through sleepless competition nights, and many, many other lecturers who have worked with me during my time here at Swinburne Vietnam. To my friends, my biz girls, my Giants team, my Swinburne Event Club family, and my research team, and many other friends that I have had the opportunity of getting to know, to meet, and to work with during my time here. Thank you for all the laughter, the chaos, and the memories. You've been a part of every assignment, every panic, and every victory with me. So all these assignments aren't just mine, but they're ours. So, and finally, to all of my fellow graduates, whether you finished your assignments early, 1 week early, or started them at 11:59 p.m. like me, we've all made it, and that's what it all matters. Elle Woods once said, "You must always have faith in people, and most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself." And at Swinburne, I've seen that come true. I've seen friends who struggled become leaders, those who also struggled become mentors. And we've stumbled, we laughed, and had our fair share of meltdowns, but through it all, we've made it. So, as we step into our next chapter, let's take with us the courage to take risks, the humility to learn, and the humor to laugh at ourselves when things go wrong, because they can, and they probably will. And when someone tells you that something is impossible, just take a deep breath, smile, and think, what, like it's hard? I may have not gone back to Australia for my degree as I once imagined, but Swinburne Vietnam has brought the world to me, and for that, I'll always be grateful. Class of 2025, it has been an incredible 3 years journey with you. Thank you for being a part of my story, and here's to the next chapter of yours. Congratulations, everyone. We did it. Thank you.